Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Blue Maxima and I'm here checking out Factotum 90 by Tax Games. That name may be familiar to you if you remember PlayStation Mobile. This is the same developer who created such smash hits as Super Skull Smash Go. I believe he also did Super Tank Poker, I think that was him. And a couple of other games like that basically. So he's done a lot of games for Vita previously, although most of them can't be played anymore, which is unfortunate. But let's go and have a look at Factotum 90, which is his first proper Vita game, I believe. And it's actually kind of an interesting one. Oh, for fuck's sake. This game's got a weird problem, and I can't figure it out. I got up to mission 19. I swear to God I was on mission 19, but when I closed the game and reopened it, because I had to go download Mecha Tales for my video on that, it forgot that I did mission 19 and it's back to mission 18 instead. This has happened to me 3 times. I swear to God. So yeah, always expect to be thrown back to the mission that you weren't at. But anyway, there's not much to see, no real options menu, and all your controls are right there. Really not that much else to it. So let's just continue the game. We'll play from mission 18. I don't see any reason not to. I already know the solution, so thankfully this should go by relatively quickly. That's not my Vita, by the way. That is actually the game right now. I do believe it has a couple of technical issues that haven't been sorted out by a day 1 patch yet. I do believe there is a day 1 patch coming to help with the performance in the loading screens, but performance in the actual game here is fine. Absolutely fine. So, nothing to really worry about. So, this is Factotum 90. It is a puzzle game where you play as 2 robots. You can swap between them at any time using the triangle button. These 2 robots can do any one of a number of things. Like, for example, if I walk under this little laser beam here, it will be able to activate these blue cubes, which are basically making an energy bridge. If I'm very quick about it, I can get across here like this. There we go. And that's actually a story event. Just gotta wait for it to actually go through because it's a story event. I hate story events sometimes in games like this. This is a puzzle game where you have to get both of your walkers to the end of the stage without, you know, getting one of them crushed or anything like that. So, yeah. A little bit annoying, but nothing too major. Just gotta wait for this platform to move out of the way again before I can move along. Although I can actually get across this platform here with this walker if I reset its position using the circle button and just run straight across. There we go, that saves me a little bit of time later. Except it doesn't, because now I have to go back and light the damn bridge again. Damn it! Oh man, I really need to focus when I'm talking. Alright. So first off, yes, we light that up. Now we swap to the other robot. We run across. We drop down. And we turn. So now we have these 2 here like this. I swap to the second robot. I get it over here, reset its position, and run. Very good. The entire game is working like this, just working your way around the multiple different kinds of obstacles. You will run into a couple of other things, but the only other thing that your robots can do in an active sense is pick up items using the square button. Other than that, it is pretty much the same thing for both bots. You just gotta try and get them to the end, which is certainly a decent thing to do. Right, I remember this part, so I have to drop this guy down here, and if I sit on this button, it actually gives you a nice little line there that shows you where you're, what you're activating. And this does actually happen on both cameras. So if I get the second robot over on this, you'll be able to see on the camera on the right that see that? Yeah, so it's shown that it's activated that now. So I can walk this little robot up here with his piddly little legs. Come in here and start twirling this around. And across we go.
Perhaps I'm starting to see the appeal of magic light bridges.
Decent voice acting from that guy. I don't know who that is. It's not the original guy who made it. This is a multiple person effort, which is neat. And I've just picked up a bomb. What does the bomb do? Bomb things. Right, I have to actually turn that away so that I have a place to run. As you can see, this little icky goop is blocking up the lift. Thankfully, it doesn't hurt me if I stand in it, so I can just drop this bomb. It'll start to count down, I run away. And the robots talk to each other if they get close to each other about the weather, that is actually what the game says they talk about when they get close together like that. They talk about the weather. Very odd. Damn it. Right, not getting both of them across in one go. So there's the cargo lift. It's always shown on screen via a shaft of light coming from the ceiling. I should have paid more attention to this because this did actually screw me once, but nevertheless. Now that we've done that, down we go. This is how the entire game works. There are a couple of other things I haven't gone into, like there are little unique collectibles you can get, one on every stage, but I don't think they actually do anything. I don't think they even give you a trophy, which is a little odd. But I mean, other than that, there's pretty much nothing else. There are a few other kinds of obstacles, like there's a cloning station, there's just regular boxes that don't blow up over time that you can use to hold down buttons. But other than that, it's pretty basic 3D puzzly stuff with the unique angle of controlling two of these little dudes at once. That is pretty much the entire point of this game, honestly. There is really more or less nothing else to it. So I haven't actually played this puzzle yet, but due to the way this game's puzzles are designed, there are a few things that you can rely on. There's always going to be a way to get both your guys to the end, and chances are if there are two paths from one way, one robot will have to go down one way, one robot will have to go down the other way. It's very predictable puzzle design, but at the same time, it's also very capable puzzle design. All the puzzles in this game work. That is pretty much all I've got to say about it, and they all work as expected, pretty much. There's not really that much to them. Right, I'm assuming that I'm going to have to keep this guy here, so let's get this other robot down onto this little grav lift here, and we can figure out what to do next. My main problem with this game is that the robots are slow as arse. Seriously, like even when you've got the ability to run by using the right shoulder button, they're all still really slow. So you end up in this position where it's rather boring to move these things around, and if you end up failing at any particular set of puzzles, it's just going to take you ages to get back to where you were. So you end up spending a couple of annoying minutes just trying to figure out what you're supposed to be doing or where you're supposed to be going, and it just gets on your nerves like nobody's business. Right, I actually have no idea what I'm supposed to do here, because, you know, it's a 3D puzzle game. These games break my brain sometimes. Right, I assume I have to reflect it off this, because this is a reflector of some kind. I can't actually see what's on the other side of this, so that's going to be fun to deal with no matter what. Hang on. Nope, hang on. I'll get this thing off the beam and go have a look around. You saw the little unique collectible that you have to get, well, that you don't even have to get on every stage. Right, okay, so this is how you get down to this other button. So what does the other button do? Lifts that up. I should have expected that. Right. So now that this bot is up here, what can I do with him? Well, now that this guy's up here safely, I can get this other bot back up onto the top platform as well. And there's our exit. But I need to destroy these first. So, to destroy these, I need to redirect a laser into them. But these actually block lasers. So, if I leave this robot right here-ish, swap to the other robot, go back to the laser, and shoot it at the refractor. Now he can pick it up, and use it to blow up the barrels. And we are done. That is pretty much the entire puzzle. I need to point out that this is 2/3 through the game at this point. I've been playing for about an hour and a half, 2 hours at this point, and I'm at puzzle like 20 of 30. So it's not a very long game and it's not a very complicated game. So if you're wanting to really deep puzzles or, well, just anything more actiony than just moving around these slow-ass walkers, then you're probably not going to find any entertainment in this. But the puzzles themselves, as I said, well-designed, work as expected, more or less. I don't even know what this is. What is this?
If all is well, you should be entering the hydroponics labs now. You're also about 2/3 of the way to your destination. I hope you find the change of
So what does
scenery
this do?
refreshing.
Right,
Got a long way
okay.
to go.
We have a ballast box up there, which means we'll have to leave something on something to get something. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Thought I heard a knock at my door, but anyway, right. So now I have to move... Nope, wrong one. I have to move this guy off the button. Get this guy to pick this up. Well, I assume he has to pick this up, but the question is, where is he putting it? Is there anything back there that's worth my time? I can't see from here. Yeah, there's a button, so I'm going to assume that he needs to go back and press that button, so... Swap to the other one, get him to back up. And send him down. The thing is about Factotum 90, it's kind of hard to talk about, just because it's almost exactly what it says on the tin, right? Like, it doesn't really do anything out of the ordinary for this sort of thing. I mean, there is the whole two viewpoints thing that the walkers add, but, I mean, it's literally exactly what it says on the tin. It's just two walkers. So, having two walkers, while increasing the challenge and all that, doesn't do anything outside of adding two walkers. So it's just kind of hard to say anything more about it.
Space corn. Not really.
The presentation is alright. I got nothing against
Space plants.
the look and feel of it, and as I said, outside of loading time problems, which will probably be fixed in the next patch, I really don't have an issue with it. So, yeah, it runs fine for a Vita. Right, here we go. So I need to take this and put it on the button that the other one is currently sitting on. But yeah, I mean, if you like what you are seeing on screen and don't mind it being relatively short, considering that I've beat it, or 2/3 beaten it in like 2 hours, then you'll be fine. And the game itself is thankfully probably going to be a relatively cheap price. The Steam version is $5.99, regular price, like no BS. So that is, well, for a game that'll last you like 2 or 3 hours of generally okay, nothing too amazing puzzle solving, with a neat idea of having like two little walkers that can redirect laser beams, carry around bombs, and just do little neat puzzles. For that, like, I don't know. I mean, obviously it's not going to win anyone over. I'm not going to, Ooh, this looks weird. Oh, no, it's just a regular beam. Alright, so I need to use this to blow that up. Now I can get my other robot and redirect the beam to unlock the exit.
Through the hydrodecks before we can get to where we're going. I've been unable to reactivate the door mechanisms, so the cargo lifts are still our best bet of moving unhindered. I'll keep the lights on so you know where to go. You're doing great. So, thanks.
But yeah, the game is just, it's not bad. It's not something I'd recommend to someone who enjoys their Call of Duties or anything like that, but if you like what you see on screen, you're probably not going to be wasting your $5 to pick this up on the PlayStation Store. So, yeah, I really don't have that big of a issue with it at all. It's alright. It does what it's supposed to, and it does it well enough. It's not amazing, but it's not horrible. I can't find any major problems with it, except maybe your walkers move a bit too slow, even with the run option.
Not sure which it is. The organism has stopped moving. It's still
Also, it would be nice if it actually remembered the missions that I'd bloody done.
stationary.
The trophy list on this one's a little odd, actually. One is get to the end, and the others are... One's get to the end, and the others are... make the robots talk to each other 500 times, go under the laser 20 times, blow up stuff 50 times, stuff like that, you know? It's not even related to the puzzles. A little odd, but nothing too bad. To be fair, it's not really that bad in the slightest. I just thought it was a little odd more than anything else. But yes, Factotum 90. It's not that bad. It really isn't. It's somewhat enjoyable, relatively predictable, but if you like these sorts of puzzle games, then I'm not going to be the one to tell you no, because I don't really think the game deserves... I don't really think the game deserves to be... What's the word I'm looking for? I don't think the game is bad enough to say it's not worth your time. I think that's what I'm trying to say here. I think I know what I have to do here. I need to make myself a bridge.
I've just noticed something interesting. Well, possibly interesting. The creature's central mass is now located at the main heat exchange junction. Perhaps it was just cold?
Right, yeah. I'm gonna need to make a light bridge, somehow, to let him get over to that bomb. Oh, right, it just goes through the... Perfect. Okay. Grab this. Run for the lift. And I'm guessing that has unclogged the platform I need to get to the other side. Indeed it has. Ah, shit. Okay, it's alright. It's just a short jog away. A relatively annoying short jog, but a short jog nonetheless. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm not going to play any more of the game because I just played through like 3 levels and the game's only got 30, so I don't want to ruin it too much for you guys, but there you go. It's not bad, and if it comes out at the same price as it did on Steam and you like this sort of thing, there are definitely worse ways to spend $5 or $6. This has been Blue Maxima, and I will see you all next time.